Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. So, I have done a lot of inventory management between episodes, which has basically resulted in us having a lot more silver weapons equipped, and just generally being like the next tier higher. Now, Panette, I'd like to point out one of her weapons. Hurricane Axe. You might be thinking, wow, it's got 20 might, it's fantastic. Well, no. It's not fantastic, and the reason it's not fantastic is because it hits on magic attack. I've still decided to take it with her because it does provide some potentially useful stuff, like it's effective against flying, which is good, gives her a way to do more damage against armored units because it hits on magic, which is good, but, you know, realistically, Tomahawk is her big upgrade this time, along with one other thing that we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, basically everyone's upgraded. Oh yes, Ivy got L Thunder, which is straight up better than Thunder. I gave the old Thunder to Celine, because Pandreo's not going to use it because he's got a bunch of other stuff still going. And generally, that's what I did. Now, the other thing that I did is you may have noticed some of these characters have some plus numbered weapons. For instance, we now have Liberation +3, which was only actually done because that was the only weapon we could upgrade with the money I had left over. But you'll see some things like here, you've got a Killer Lance upgrade, Panette has a Killer Axe upgrade, Kagetsu has a Wodao upgrade, and I'm trying to think who else has the upgrade. There's one, oh yes, the other person is Allcrest, has a +1 on his longbow. Basically, my philosophy for that is there's a lot of upgrades that get you like a lot for very little. Like, for instance, a singular point upgrade into Allcrest Longbow, one, increases its damage, but also increases its hit rate pretty significantly for a single point. And it only cost 500 for the upgrade, so it made sense. Panette with the +2 Killer Axe and Louis with the +2 Killer Lance, that's where they get the first crit upgrade, so it made sense to, you know, go that far. Actually, upgrading them further didn't increase the crit as much, so it isn't as valuable, at least in my opinion. Kagetsu, a single point for a Wodao, increases its crit. Therefore, it seemed like a great case for him because, well, he uses that weapon almost exclusively. So it's things like that was what I was looking for. Now, I just want to go in here and I want to just grab the achievements that we have. So they are now grabbed, so we got some more bond fragments. And then I just want to check, can we do another meal?
Oh, welcome.
No, okay. I just thought it was a new person, so I thought I'd double check whether we could do a new meal or not. But we can. Cool. Well, given that we're done here, I think it is time for us to head out, to depart, and to go to the world map. Not Divine Paradox, not yet. We're not quite ready to do that yet, but we are ready to head out. Although, wait a second, there's one thing I haven't done. But this moves us towards the next story mission. Oh, and another paralog? Oh. But that brings me to the one thing I haven't done, which I haven't decided what to do with my emblem ring. My brand new emblem ring. Which is, of course, Byleth's ring. So Byleth gives magic, speed, and luck. So immediately I'm thinking that's Ivy, that's Celine, or that's Pandreo, right? I think it should be Ivy, based upon my initial assumption of the ring, because I want Ivy to be our main kind of mage attacker. I want her to hit with magic attacks, I want her to get double hits, I want her to be just flying around destroying people. So, Ivy. She currently has magic, speed, and resistance, so she loses 1 resistance for 1 luck, or for 2 luck, but that should be fine. Bond effects, what does she get? Grants luck. May turn a missed attack into a hit. Chance increases with high luck. May, the one below, used to grant allies within 2 spaces a stat bonus based on user's type. We can grant another action to all adjacent allies, and then she gets access to her collection of weapons. Although she only gets Luen, I think she's a flyer. Yeah, which is effective against dragons. Okay, cool. And then she's going to get things like luck. She's going to get XP multipliers and all sorts of cool stuff. So instruct, yeah, so that gives her res to everyone else, and then another action will also give res. This seems like a pretty good thing for her to have. I think this is going to make sense, and it's really just a straight upgrade. It just makes her better.
Together.
And let me double check that Celine, who appears to be picking up all the scraps, already has a May. And then actually, yeah, you have a +2 magic one anyway, so it all works out. Perfect. I'm just going to save now that we've got that locked in. And then I'm going to show you something which I was told about, and I haven't tested it. Apparently if I press X, yeah, you can just do this to travel. Yeah, that's so much easier. Cool. What is the next story mission? Next story mission is base class 19. Okay, so what's interesting about that is that if we check around here, this is base class 17. Therefore, I would say this is, in theory, easier. What else have we got? We have base class 19 here. Base class 19. Advanced class level 3, so that one's more difficult. And Sacred Tomb is advanced class level 5. Oh, okay. So, I think the T-Field Village is actually a great place to start today. I think this is going to be a good one for us. And it's going to let us test our strength again. So, let's teleport over here. You see it's much quicker than clicking the to the next chapter button, which really I think should just teleport you to the next chapter. But anyway, that's my opinion. And we'll just try this. Yeah. Now the question is, who do we bring on the mission? Do we want to try and bring younger people on the mission to get supports, given that, you know, we can? We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Maybe it's a chance for Yunaka to sneak back in for one last mission. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I suspect, though, we should just go in for a main squad, given that, you know, things have been a little bit difficult, apart from the last mission, which actually was not too bad. It was a little bit cheesy the way we did it, but, I mean, come on, the devs know what they're doing. They wouldn't put the ability to recharge your emblem there if they didn't want you to use it that many times, and the emblems they gave you, like, there was a pretty obvious one that could attack from exactly the distance that they put the rings. It would seem very odd if they didn't expect you to do that. Right, unit selection. Let's see here. So, these are the units it's got. Maybe we just choose the lowest leveled units that we have, and we send them in? Yeah, so maybe we try and put Celine and Pandreo in here? Yeah. If we get more supports in the future, we might consider trying to use some of our older ones to get some... Not supports. If we get more skirmishes in the future, we might consider trying to use some of our older ones to get them, you know, some extra support points. People who perhaps haven't had a chance to be in any party, but... You know, right now, let's just use this as a test of strength. So, I'm just working out who needs to go where. I mean, obviously Zelkov goes in here. I think Divine Dragon, even though I wouldn't class him as somebody who's behind on XP, I still think should go in there. You know, everybody who has an actual emblem ring should go in because we're getting bond experience, right? Well, I mean, you two are actually maxed, but you get what I'm meaning. Like, they should go in. Jean should go in, because we're trying to get him as much XP as possible. Which leaves us with two options. We have these two slots free. Kigetsu and Marin, who are actually pretty low leveled comparatively. Panette is lower level, so maybe we take Panette. Actually, you know what? Marin's great on this one, so let's take Panette there. Yeah. The reason Marin is incredible on this one because... Oh no, Marin's cavalry. Yeah, no, so she doesn't get the extra avo. No, because I keep thinking it's the weapon, but it's not. It's this. So actually, no. We'll take her out. And then maybe we'll bring... It's definitely between Pandreo and Celine right now. Let's take Celine. If we're going for people who are slightly lower leveled, let's maybe take her. She also gets the stat boost, now that I think about it. That's something to think about. Who gets the stat boost as well? Yeah. So actually, there's an argument for taking Marin over taking Zelkov because she gets the +2 stat boost. But he gets the Avo. Yeah, so you get the stat boost. You don't get a stat boost, but you're kind of like necessary. We could take out Ivy, but we need her to get stuff now. And it's beneficial to bring Ivy because once she gets her bond up, she's then going to be able to give people extra XP and she can give us extra turns. I feel like not using the stat boost is a waste. But I actually think Zelkov is better anyway for this mission. There we go. Right, let's do some swap spaces. We've done the mission before, so we know roughly what we're expecting to happen. Everyone will aggro immediately is another thing we need to be aware of. Let's move Celine to the back. realistically, she's going to be the least useful member of the party. I do think our plan of having somebody tank that side was fine last time. Maybe we'll use you to tank it. Yeah, you... Well, wait a second. No, Lance will be strong, so we would have to use you to tank it. But we kind of want you in this spot here. Have they got magic users? Not really. Yeah, so you in this slot here would actually be ideal. I'm just trying to think how I create a bottleneck here. I could use Panette, but I don't know if Panette's tanky enough. 13 versus what? 33, so she's going to take 20 damage a hit. I don't know if she's tanky enough. I think that we could potentially mitigate that slightly by having a healer behind. Yeah. You have covert, so you two are kind of great down here. Let's move you up at the very least, because there's no reason to have our flyer at the front. Basically, the question is, do we want Panette here or here? I think we move her up. I think we try. I think this will be fine. She will get broken by this person, but I think that there's actually some potentially good stuff here. Yeah, let's just try it. You know, what's the worst that happens? We fail? Then we can just retry it and see how it goes. I think this is much more possible than last time when we did it. So, fight. Hey, deploy Ivy 5 times has been got. I think just moving forward here is honestly fine. Just move forward and tank. I don't think we need to do anything else. Yep. Nice. Just free XP.
Verily.
Can you kill here? What's your crit chance? Crit chance is 51% as a base. That's incredible. Didn't crit. Okay, we did break though. She will kill that unit. So it's going to do 30 to her, minus 13. So it's going to do 17 damage back to her, 20. She should be fine. Okay. Just working out how long it's going to take Celine to get there. It's going to take her a few turns. Okay, I think that means that Jean has to move up. He does have a staff. We could potentially try and obstruct by putting this here. Yeah, let's do that. That will actually guarantee that only one person is going to attack Panette this turn. Yeah, look at that. Because you would have to go through there. I think that's going to work pretty well for us. I should select everybody as I usually do, but I don't think we're killing anyone on turn 1.
Your orders?
You're going to move up.
Me?
I actually think you moving up here is fine, like this far, but I'm going to switch you to using the mini bow, so when they attack in melee, you can attack back. We could engage if they think there's something worth doing. I don't think there is, though.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, you can also sit here. I don't think they're going to attack you. I could potentially switch into... I could engage and immediately... Given that everyone's aggroed on turn 1, just immediately take out a flyer. Like someone we think is going to be difficult, like the one at the back. There's like one way back, isn't there? Let's wait a second. There's like this one, yeah. I'm just trying to see how many squares we are away from it. What if I go here? Then Astra Storm. Can I hit it? No. Essentially. I could try and kill the flyer that's in the bottom right corner, maybe. Yeah, so let's move back to that square I was going to do it from previously. Let's engage. Let's Astra Storm. I think Astra Storming turn... Oh, I would have to do it from, like, here? There we go. Unless it takes, like, our movement into account. But I don't think it does for this one. Yeah. So let's just try and kill this unit. I think that's going to help us. Take out the flyers means that we can more effectively create a bottleneck, which I think is going to be useful for us long term.
I need to get stronger until no one can beat me.
And it got a speed, which is nice. You know what, if I'm not going to manually select them, I should at least do this so I can see where I can move to. There's no point in engaging, is there? Don't think so. I keep forgetting what we do here. It's new. This is all okay, I think. Yeah, this is okay. We don't need to do anything immediately. Let's just wait. Then Celine, I'm going to move down here. And she can maybe heal next turn. She could also use an obstruct if we think that would be useful. We get her XP just for using it. Depends how much we feel it's worth getting her XP. I think it's probably worth it. Let's try and guide the enemy down the path. Okay. Cool. So everybody's aggroed. Everybody's moving in. We don't break. That's fine. Probably should have switched to the Killer Lance there for a high crit chance. You might need healing.
I'll beat you to a pulp.
There's our crit. And now she's a crit machine.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Okay. Got some money. Everybody's closing in, which is fine. We knew that was going to happen. They gave us a turn to think. Yep, nice dodge. And now we get to mini bow attack back. Perfect. That's why we gave him the mini bow in the first place, is so we can make moves like that. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, you can potentially move forward, but you're going to be attacked by a million things if you do so. I can try and bait in an attack here, like give her high avo in the bush. I think that's what I do. I think I move back here and then I use Chain Guard. That's the most sensible plan I can think of on that side. You are definitely going to engage and use Great Aether. This just makes sense. To me, anyway. We have a bow user. We could potentially run in and use you as a bow user. Could also call doubles if we think that would help. I think this is useful.
Eylos, this ends now.
Nice crit.
A good wind.
Okay. Get Speed Taker. This now opens us up to attack with... that's not quite going to be a kill. Okay. What about move up and attack in the Silver Dagger here? Very low chance you get hit back. Okay.
Excuse me.
Nice chain attack. You only need to hit once. Perfect. Got our bond fragments. Then I'm going to attack with the longbow. Should hit. One of these two anyway. Hey! Fantastic.
Sorry.
That's good. Reduce the number of squares that they can attack in at. Let's do a heal here.
Very
Perfect.
effective.
Got Zelkov back up to full strength. And we can move Celine all the way down here. Could drop another obstruct. I think I will for the XP. Honestly, I think this is fine. Let's, is there a square I don't want them to end in? I don't really want them to end in this square. So let's just take that square out. There we go. That's fine. Now, Louis is the one I'm most worried about here, but he should take less damage than we did think. Yeah, pretty much. Nice. Then he's going to take no damage from the next one. Okay, here. Chance we chain guard it. It missed anyway.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, here's our crit. Perfect. So this is exactly what we want Panette to be doing in general. We want her to just crit units and kill units. Okay, 4% chance of hitting. They did not hit. Nice. Hit back with some poison. Cool. Oh, and now he activates. I forgot. For an absurd amount of damage on everybody. Look at how many he just destroyed there. It's crazy. This will surely benefit my attention to detail. He learned swap. Oh, okay. And it raised their bond as well. I'm wondering whether I can bring you in here to get an attack in. Maybe an attack like this for a kill? This seems good. Gets rid of a flyer.
Sorry.
As we've said before, getting rid of flyers is huge for us, because if we can get rid of flyers, we reduce the paths that they can walk in at us. So we quite like that. I could potentially, let's see, 32? You know what? We've been buffing you. I actually think you'll be fine. Yeah, let's move you forward. And just get him prepared. Picking up Surge doesn't matter too much for us, but what it does give us is it gives us, I think, 750 gold. You can continue standing there tanking damage forever. That's fine. I think this turn we do call doubles. Just fill everything with that. I actually wanted to switch from the killer bow, but that's fine.
Understood.
I would personally just attack in front of you here. Yep, perfect.
I'll assist.
That's a dual assist kill before he even gets a chance
Very
to try and
efficient
crit.
of you.
Nice. More money. Bond experience is maxed for just now. These guys are likely going to run in here. Okay. Now we just work out where everyone's going. So now I kind of want to switch to doing this. Yeah, I don't really care about you, but I'll select you anyway. Right, so this thing's going to attack all the way into here, unfortunately. But you're fine standing where you are if we happen to clear out things. You can potentially kill this one. Yeah, do it. Oh, a crit which ignores defense. Nice. Level up for Alchris. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. Happy with that. Oh, it was pointed out, I have an anti-synergy, I think, somewhere. Like, I gave Alchris Dex, but somewhere... I forget where it is. I probably should have looked this up before saying it. Basically, somewhere with Alchris, he has negative crit. So I've got kind of like an anti-synergy, but, you know, it's fine. He seems to be okay. So I really want to be here if I'm going to move him forward so that he can then be in the bush. What's the hit chance for them? The hit chance for them is 0 and 35. Okay. Most damage I do is with the silver dagger, so I guess we will attack this one, given it's a 0% chance. Yep. That changes the movements. Oh wait, yeah, that changes. Yeah, that changes where the enemy can run to because of where we put him. So let's do a little thunder in here. That would actually make him live. I could thunder the other one. Can you kill the one in front of us? Your defense is 15. They're gonna do 40. So you're actually fine if you get hit. You should live as long as we can kill the one below. I could also give him another turn. That's the thing. I could. Yeah, I could do this. I could run in here, do that, and then give everybody another turn. Yeah, let's try this. Well, let's just work it out. I could also move in here, use L-Fire. But then how do I become adjacent to both units? Okay. I could come in here. Now we got it. Use L-Fire. No, then I die. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a way that I can use a double up attack, then have her be adjacent to both, and then I can get them both another turn. I don't know if there is a way. It's certainly worth thinking about. Let's move down here and let's just do this for right this second. I could also just hit the ruffian. Let's just hit the ruffian. Okay, we missed anyway. That's fine. You're going to move down here. You're going to engage, which gets rid of your dragon. Oh, okay. And you're going to use the Goddess Dance. Cool.
No hesitation.
Okay. Ivy levels up. Nice. I'm assuming that you're actually now able to move in. That's fine. Kill the one in front of you, which has a 0% chance to actually hit you. Nice. Okay. You're still not being hit? Perfect. Well, chuck in a little thunder.
Sorry.
Hey, dual assist. Nice. Random. That worked. Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to live, but I think that worked. Okay. This is fine.
I shall dispose.
Nice crit.
I can take on anyone.
Yep. Pretty much carrying that side of the fight. Oh, do it again, please. 50-50, so he probably shouldn't.
What a lovely scene.
Never mind. He did.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
Just keep critting. Okay. They hit Jean, but Jean kicks him back and levels up off of it to get to level 6. Nice. Good level up. Okay, you're attacking one of the doubles anyway. That's fine.
Too much.
And you're going to attack a double? Yeah.
Too much.
That's fine. Okay. Doubles will disappear. Now we need to think about it. Well, I definitely want to try and do the same thing again. So like move up, use the use stuff, and then give you another turn. You gonna kill us back? Really? Hmm. What if I moved you here, then attacked? There we go. That works.
I'll assist.
Nice. Gets you a little XP. Yeah, you could then move down here and attack the one over the top with the longbow. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. And Zelkov can then attack the one in front of them. Low chance of hitting for both. We got it. Okay.
Such ephemeral life.
Cool. Wait, we don't have Goddess Dance again, do we? No, we have Instruct. Oh, well, that's fine. They got us support points. You're going to attack the one in front of you. Yeah, that'll work. I messed it up slightly by doing, by assuming I had Goddess Dance again for no apparent reason. Bond fragments, nice. Here, can you kill the one who's currently flying in here? No. You have like a no % chance to kill. I mean, Killer Lance isn't no %, I suppose.
Sorry.
Okay. At least you broke. I'm a little worried about Jean. I'll be honest, I'm very worried about Jean. 58%? That's gonna crit. Oh, that did not crit, huh? Well, now I'm extremely worried about Jean, especially as I don't think I can actually heal him. Well, I could do that. Okay, I think we're dead. Let's see. This is fine. No issues with this part. Did mess up a lot on the Goddess Dance. We can definitely redo this without that assumption. We'll probably do fine. Okay, is the flyer going to head up and attack Jean? Probably. No, it didn't. It actually attacked directly in front of him because it had an exact kill. Okay. Well, this is a little bit of a time crystal reload. Just a mistake there in terms of well, what I expected to happen. Okay. So I would love for you to kill the one up there, ideally. Well, actually, no, we know Jean lives. So let's ignore Jean for just now. You, attack the one in next to you. This is still fine. I don't think there's any issue with this, actually. Cool. Then, move in. And... wow, you just don't do damage, huh? So we probably need to use all crest to get the kill. I would think. Yeah, that'll get the kill. There we go. Radiant Bow. The Radiant Bow, by the way, I was trying to work out why its damage was so low comparatively when the bow's might was high. It is, of course, a magic damage bow, which is why it's great in this situation, because it's magic damage hitting a flyer who has higher defense than res, which is kind of our ideal situation for this bow to be used. So let's do that. Do we get bond? You're at bond max. I was going to say, do we get bond points for just engaging but never actually using the engage ability? And just attacking? But no, you're maxed bond anyway, so who cares? At least in this situation, it doesn't make a difference. Cool. That one's dead. Next step. Next step is difficult. Well, you're mystical, so you ignore bush defense, so I would definitely think attacking the guy in the bush would be good. Well, you'll kill if you hit. Fantastic, you hit.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
That's what we wanted to do there. And get the bond fragments. How do you feel against this one right here? If you were to attack with, say, L Wind. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's do that one.
Excuse me.
Oh, random chain attack. Cool. Then we're going to move you right in here to attack with the silver dagger. Is that the best one we got? I think so, yeah. Kill.
Die.
Cool. A little bit more XP for Zelkov. And he gets more XP for standing on that square. Now up here, well, obviously you should heal. This is a simple heal situation. And then I'm just gonna chuck a tomahawk at him, I think. Yeah.
I'll assist.
Nice. That actually means that Jean might get the kill on his turn as well. Oh, and then you haven't done anything. I don't know. Like, I don't really know what I need you to do. Isn't really anything you can do. I guess just like, I guess stand here so you can get support points with Louis. Oh no, you're actually going to be shot instead. Well, that's fine. Cool. We did have a weapon on that could attack back, so that's fine. John? Well done on your kill.
I need to be more diligent.
Gets him some XP. Nice. And then here. Who do we want to get the kill? That's a question. I'm just trying to see. Is there a way of seeing your XP bar here? Or do you have to do like plus? You have to kind of press plus and go in, I think. Oh no, level. It's above. It's under the word level. Never mind. So you're not that far off. You would get a level if I could get you in here for the kill. Okay, so that would get you a level. I think we just get her a level. Yeah. One thing I should do before doing that though is move you here. Wait. And then I just want to check something. Does this get us support? It does. Perfect. And it gets us bond level. So actually, yes, we should definitely do that as much as possible. Anyone else got anything left to do? Oh yeah, you as well. Bonded shield. That doesn't do anything. Okay, that's fine. In here, chuck your tomahawk and get a kill. No crit, but that's fine.
Hell yeah!
Levels up Panette. Gets her. HP, Dex, and Defense. Nice. Good. MVP. Louis and Ike, obviously, because they killed so many units. And we get Fight in a Skirmish achievement done. Crazy. Yeah, okay. That was actually very successful for us. It got some money that we can potentially use to upgrade. Yeah. That feels much better. I feel like we're actually on the tier that we should be fighting that kind of skirmish now. And now we get to do a runaround, I think, at the end, don't we? Except there's nobody to speak to in a skirmish, so we just get to collect, I guess, animals we didn't collect and items. But that shouldn't be too bad. My plan, by the way, today is that we're also going to do the Somniel trip, because there shouldn't be that much that we need to do in the Somniel after a skirmish. So it makes sense to do that at the end here as well, so we can go out on another battle next time. It's kind of why I miss not having, like, easier to get skirmishes, because you can't mix and match what you're doing quite as easily. You can't be like, I'm going to do, like, a little battle and a Somniel. It's more like, no, I need to do, like, Somniel, then main story, and there's no downtime thing in between that we've accessed apart from this. Like, there's no lower stakes thing. I guess paralogs are kind of meant to be that, but they're also not really lower stakes, are they? They're, like, exactly the same stakes as a main story. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah. They're generally not necessarily even easier. They're not shorter. They're just, like, another mission. This kind of thing is quite useful, though. Also, our upgrades seem to work. Yeah, like, I think we actually had a lot of people who I'd upgraded in this mission. And, yeah, no issues. I think trying to level up Celine makes a lot of sense until we know who else is in the party. Yeah. I do think we should bring Pandreo in at some point, though, because I'm starting to get a feeling that Pandreo is... Like, I'm starting to get the feeling that Celine is taking the second position on our team over Pandreo. But the problem is Pandreo is better, currently. And the only reason... And we keep bringing Celine for the... Like, we bring her for XP, and then I'm like, oh, she's doing well in the combat, therefore, she must be, like, much better. But actually, she's doing well, and we have somebody who's better sitting in the wings. So we should probably use them. So in my head, I'm not like, oh yeah, we're just not going to use this guy. Like, he's no good, he's terrible. But actually, he's, you know, one of our best units. We just, he doesn't need XP. Similar to Zelkov, right? Zelkov over Marin, it, like, on recency bias, I'm like, oh, Zelkov is the best. But, you know, Marin previously has been great. So it's that kind of avoiding recency bias here. Right. We got Bond conversation. Let's do that first. I think that's going to be good. Louis and Ike.
Out of curiosity, Ike, does it move you to see a group socializing in harmony?
Huh? I like it when people get along, if that's what you mean.
I appreciate the Ike just having no idea what Louis is talking about. He's just like, uh-huh. I'll take a stab in the dark at what you're talking about. But I have no idea what this random person is saying to me. Okay. I was also thinking that potentially what we might do in these runarounds is, unless we have a particularly good reason to do it, what I might do is I might leave strength, fishing, and what's the other one? And wyvern riding. I might leave them till the end, as in I'll do them off camera after the episode, just again to try and you know, slim down our Somniel time. It's still not as bad as Three Houses. Three Houses, it gave you a longer gap between the runaround times, but the runaround times were vicious, especially when you had to do fishing. Like, legitimately, you could be fishing for, like, 2 hours and a half. And I don't exaggerate. I've watched movie. Like, when it was time to do fishing, what I would do is I would literally just watch a movie while, like, mind-numbingly be pressing the A button to fish, right? Just over and over and over again. This one, at least, it's like, yeah, there's like, you know, 10 minutes of things to do in terms of busy work. And then the rest of it's just running around collecting items, doing your supports, which is, you know, actual content. Yeah, I think Three Houses... Oh, I'm just petting without even thinking here. I need to exit the screen to get the bond fragments. But yeah. Three Houses had a lot of like busy work crammed into one bit, which I much prefer this style where it's like there's a little to do, you know, little and often I think is better than like doing it all in one go. So they still don't have anything new. I guess they restock the limited use items on a story advancement. That would be my guess. We're all dogs anyway, aren't we? Yeah, so the new dog I picked up doesn't really do anything for us. It's just a new dog we picked up. Basically just for achievement points. That's fine. Because I'm sure there must be one for adopt this many animals. Right. Head up here. Did anyone even get a support in the last thing? Yes. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Good to know. We'll leave them sitting there. Right. Head back out this way. We've collected all the items. So the next step is to do this. Right, so Louis and Yunaka was the final one we're finishing. So let's skip to results. We've got their support conversation. Cool. Who's next? Who do we want to find out about next? So we're looking for people who aren't in our main party, who we've previously had who we've started conversations with or want to see more about them. You know what? Tamara and Fogado. They must have one between themselves, right? They do. So we could find out more about them here. Let's see who you've got. So she's got ones with all of her retainers, Ivy, Diamant, Fogado, Alfred. Okay. And then Fogado, Celine, Pandreo, Bune. So his retainers, Yunaka. Okay, Clan, and Hortensia. So he has all of them with the... I just noticed he has conversations with all the heirs. So Celine, Allcrest, and Hortensia. Or it's like the second in lines, I should say. While Tamara has them with the first in lines, with Alfred, Diamant, and Ivy. That's kind of interesting. Let's go for Tamara and Fogado. Let's see if we can get them... get some conversations between them, and then at the very least we can be like, I want to hear more from one of them or the other one, and we can get some supports that way. Yeah, I think that seems sensible. Let's do that. Skip. Followed by heading in here and getting the next lot. The only reason why I want to also specifically focus on them is because I kind of feel like they were in our party for half a second and we went, nah, they're not joining the main squad, and then that was it. So it'd be nice to just see a little of them during the playthrough. Right. Head over here and we'll do some cooking. Amber. That's Pandreo. I keep thinking Pandreo is Amber. Do they even look alike? Let me just go to my ally notebook. Yeah, I'm in my head I was like, Judge, do these two people look alike? So there's Amber. And there's Pandreo. I gotta say, they are quite similar. The only difference is really the hair. The rest of it is quite similar. At least at a distance. At least I'm not going crazy. Like, they have the same eye color, basic face structure. Yeah, the hair is really the main difference. But I need to remember, orange hair is Pandreo. See, this is the thing. Pandreo needs to be in our team more, because otherwise I'm going to forget who he is. He's just going to disappear into the ether. Hello, Pandreo.
Ah! It's the Divine Dragon!
Yes, I would like to order a meal. Oh, just chuck Jean's meal in the garbage here. Tamara and Fogado. They like kebabs. Okay, we have no chicken though. So we can't have kebabs. So they can't hang out with each other. Okay. What about Hortensia and Fogado? Ah. Then we can have creme brulee. Now that is a good choice. That is a great choice. Love creme brulee. Let's have that and some rare fruit. Let's go.
I'll prepare the offering. Just one moment. Failing is not an option.
Now, he's not the cook out of the retainers, so I'm not feeling like he's going to be that good, but, you know, I think he might be competent.
I shall pay whatever penance is due.
Oh no.
What has the chef done? Ugh.
Fletch, who let this happen and why?
I just can't make myself like it.
Sorry, my tongue won't cooperate. E? Utterly alien creme brulee. E? At least it raised our res, I guess? You've actually created the worst meal we've ever had. I think, right? Wait, no, did we have an F? We did have an F. Sorry, you've created the second worst meal we've ever had. I'm trying to see where we would even see that kind of information. Would it be here? No, this is shops, right? Let's do certain things. Oh, this is activities, right? Yeah, so we did have an F meal once. So E is still pretty bad, but like, okay, I can't say it's the worst we've ever had, because factually that would be incorrect. Right. I keep forgetting that you've got this weird foxtail. It's so weird. Anyway, going on. It's probably not a foxtail, now that I think about it. But anyway, we're finished outside. I was also just thinking, in terms of inventory management, we have no inventory management to do after this. All I used was obstruct, which is, like, you know, we only used 2 charges of it. Jean, it's back to the training wheel for you.
Hi there. I'm Jean, a doctor in training.
I am Zelkov. That is all you need to know.
Ooh, who's gonna win? It's close. Zelkov's consistent in his hits, but Jean has potential for the kill now. No, that's a kill for Zelkov. Jean just wasn't accurate enough. But yeah, close fight. Oh, and they have a conversation between each other? That's odd. We're gonna have a lot of Zelkov conversations after this. A surprising amount of Zelkov conversations.
Let's try not to hurt each other, okay?
I am Marin, Royal Knight of Somme.
Marin's gonna destroy him. Oh, actually, he has same chances against Marin that he had against Zelkov.
You trounced me
thoroughly. Oh, he beat Marin.
I'm impressed.
I think I've grown up a little.
In my head, I was also like, oh, well, Marin's just dropped down the rankings compared to Zelkov. Here's the thing, though. Zelkov was using a better weapon than Marin was. So, again, it's like, you know, recency bias. Whoever does the best and the last thing I see them doing is the person who I'm like, ah, yeah, they're the best right now.
I'm Lapis. Get ready.
Lapis should lose. Yeah. They shouldn't be close, and it wasn't.
I think I've grown up a little.
Okay. Cool. There's no reason for us to go to the ring chamber unless we want to polish the rings, which I don't particularly think we need to do. Let's just head to the room. Okay. We could do ring training between Byleth and Ivy, but I don't think I'm not that worried about them getting their bond increased that much. Like, a lot of the good stuff from Byleth is earlier, so mostly fine.
Finally made it. Sorry I'm late.
Boucheron?
I knew it couldn't be far, but I somehow ended up on the other side of the Somniel. Morning. You may have overslept. I got a bit lost.
Been a long time since we saw Boucheron. Anyway, it's time for us to look at our supports, of which we now have quite a lot, actually. It's time for Jean and Zelkov.
Hello, Jean. You are an aspiring doctor, yes? Would you come here a moment?
Why does he speak with asterisks? Like, what do you mean, aspiring doctor? Yes, he is an aspiring doctor.
Huh? Yes, I'm studying to be a doctor. Why?
You seem uneasy. Have I startled you? If so, please accept my apology. The last thing I would ever wish to do is impart fear.
Why do you speak like that?
Shall I try starting over and greeting you again? Would it help if I sat down?
No, that's okay.
Very well. Then please come here a moment. I would like to get your opinion.
My opinion on what?
These medicines I've made. Look here. I call this one the Azure Elixir.
Azure Elixir? What does it do?
It settles painful pounding within the skull, provides the tranquility of an azure sky.
Oh, so it's a headache remedy.
Indeed. And this is the Crimson Tincture. Apply it to end the red fury of damaged skin.
In other words, an ointment. Azure Elixir and Crimson Tincture, huh? That all sounds kind of pretentious.
What was that? I did not hear you.
Nothing, just talking to myself. These are amazing, though. You did good work here. You must be a skilled doctor.
I learned the techniques from my mother, who was a trained physician. In any case, if these are satisfactory, then I would like to leave them with you.
Thank you very much for the medicine, Zelkov. You're an unexpectedly good person.
One odd conversation. And it was mostly, like, it was a pretty normal conversation, apart from the fact that he keeps speaking very weirdly. Maybe we should do Ivy and Zelkov's next, so we can get some context. Like with Kagetsu, we got some context. So let's see whether we get context here.
What is the meaning of this sound, Princess Ivy?
Just a headache.
I hope you are not overworking yourself.
I'm fine. And there is no need to pretend you care. I know you are not fond of me.
Oh.
Let me make this absolutely clear. My concern for your well-being is genuine. It is, after all, my responsibility. Yet for some reason it concerns you whether I have fond feelings toward you. So allow me to state it plainly. I do not have fond feelings toward you, Princess Ivy. I see such things as irrelevant. Whatever my sentiments may be, what matters is that you have my obedience.
What a curious thing for my own retainer to say. But that's a relief. I don't like you either.
Oh.
I will obey you regardless.
So good to hear.
I got no further context. However, that's an interesting parallel between her retainers, right? They have these two who have a mutual dislike of each other. And then Kagetsu's like, no, I have to make Ivy like me. So, you know, interesting contrast. I'll leave this one a second. Let's do Temera and Fogado.
Well, well, if it isn't Fogado, my one and only Sibby.
Yes, in the flesh. Care to tell me why you're in such a good mood?
Oh, no reason in particular.
Really? I would have guessed there was a song or a slab of meat involved. Mine, I'm glad to see you looking so cheery. Always puts a smile on my face.
Well, good, because I'm happy as can be.
But I'm going to have to insist you tell me why. Come on, Sibby to Sibby.
If you really want to know. It's because you're here, duh!
Is that all? I'm always here.
Oh, hate to break it to you, but no. I'll admit, back in Solm, I didn't spend all that much time in the castle. But you were never around. I hardly spent time with you at all.
Huh. Yeah. You make a good point.
These aren't what you'd call the best circumstances, but I'm glad I see you every day.
Wow. You really put a positive spin on things. We're in the middle of a war, and you make it sound like a family vacation.
Got a problem with that?
Not one bit. As I said, I'm just happy that you're happy.
Okay. So, weirdly, I don't think we got very much from their conversation. They're genuine, you know, two siblings, genuinely like each other, but, you know, just one of them's unhappy, the other one doesn't spend much time around. Like, I got nothing from that whatsoever. I think I need a conversation between them and somebody who isn't their sibling. I still don't have a read. I don't know who these characters are. And I think that's what I want to do with this. I don't necessarily want to, like... I was thinking about it in terms of how I want to handle supports. Unless we can find a way of grinding, like, all of them, in which case we'll just do all of them. What I want to do is I want to try and get supports that at least tell us what's going on with the character. Tell us a little bit about them. You know, because I think that's kind of a useful thing. It's like, oh, if we really like them, we'll do more supports, right? Kigetsu, I'm intrigued by his ability to see the future. It's an intriguing thing. Tamara and Fogado, I currently have nothing like to work with. She likes me. He's not around a lot. I need something more. I need them to, like, I need a weird one. Like, for instance, I need Fogado and Yunaka so I can see how weird he is. Or maybe, like, you know, I'm trying to see, like, Hortensia Fogado. You could do something in there. Like, Tamara. I probably need to try and get a conversation with Alfred. Because Alfred will bring out whatever personality traits people have. But that last conversation, there was, like, nothing whatsoever. Like, we've had nothing before. I'm trying to remember what the last one... I don't know. Actually, yeah, I can't remember. Like, one of these ones, like, was just a copy. Like, I think Lapis and Citrine were very similar. And there's a lot of these ones that on the first conversation, there's not a lot. So maybe their next one together, we're going to get something where, like, where that starts to advance. He's like, well, actually, I was away because of X, Y, Z, and they can get into a larger argument. But anyway, I've been, like, on a tangent for too long. Yunaka, Louis.
No way! You're yanking my daggers. That can't be a true story.
It can be, and it is. During my knighthood examination before the Firenese royal family, I treated everyone to tea. I showed promise as a tea connoisseur, which factored directly into my gaining the position.
I know you're great at it, but how is brewing tea even relevant to the test?
Because he's a retainer for Princess Saline and she loves tea?
In their search for a retainer, it seems they prize domestic skills and martial prowess.
Lucky for you, you're the best. You had the competition tripping over their saucers, surely.
Why, thank you.
Honestly, Louis, I could listen to your stories all day long. They're that good. But I feel a little bad you're always going out of your way on my account.
How do you mean?
You go out of your way to do all the talking, so all I ever have to do is listen. I'm sure you've realized by now, but I prefer it that way. I don't like talking about myself.
It had not escaped my notice.
If I had to do it, I'd be forced to get evasive and lie to you. I don't like lying to my friends. That's why it's better if I don't say much about my past, or about myself at all.
Well, I see nothing wrong with that. Even putting our pasts aside, I believe we two can understand each other fairly well.
You think?
So long as we have tea and a friend to share it with, we can discuss whatever we please. Besides, I'm rather loquacious myself, so it's nice to find someone willing to listen. Listening can be a bit draining, so I thank you for humoring me in that regard.
Aw, Louis.
If you feel you must contribute, we can discuss our countries, our friends, the future, anything.
Are you sure you won't mind being friends with someone who never talks about her past? Ever?
Of course I won't. I am friends with you as you are. Whoever you may have once been is no issue. Now then, if we are to keep this tea party going, I must brew us another pot.
Thank you, Louis.
Oh, well that was just wholesome. Wasn't where I saw it ending, but it just ended up being, you know, wholesome. Which is nice. It's a good point to end the episode on. So, next time, what I think I'm going to do, gonna do a quick run around to get the items that respawn on a day wake up, do the run around and do all the other generic things I want you to do, wyvern flying, strength training, fishing, all that sort of stuff. and then we're ready to do, I think, a paralogue. I have been told that some of the paralogues are short, so we might end up doing the same thing next episode as well, but yeah, we'll see. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Rise from 1,000 years ago.